and chime in on the whole Ayanna Fix My Life episode. Y'all know Sheree from Real Housewives of Atlanta, yeah, that's Sheree, was on with her ex-husband, yeah, Bob Whitfield, the dude that is a deadbeat dad that supposedly has a really bad relationship with his kids, that didn't want to pay child support, that Sheree's had all kinds of drama and issue with from pretty much the day one she stepped on to do Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? So Ayanna thought she could fix their life, okay? I didn't know about y'all, but I had a funny feeling Ayanna wasn't gonna fix shit. Let me tell you why. There is so much anger, bitterness, and hostility between Sheree and Bob. I don't know that they can go back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that they can fix that relationship. Now, y'all already know. I done spoiled it for y'all already because as you guys can already tell from what I have said, she couldn't fix shit. From the very beginning, Ayanna was like, all right, y'all ain't gonna like me. There's gonna be some things I'm gonna say that's gonna really, make you mad that you ain't gonna like hearing. And, but I wanna give you, I wanna forewarn y'all about that. And then she, talked to both of them individually, talked to both of them together, put their hands together, had them hold hands and all that good stuff. And you could tell they were both cringing when she did that. And she was just like, look, we're gonna try to work on this relationship because, we need to get y'all's relationship at least back on track so y'all could be there for the kids, okay? The first scene when she sits down and talks to Sheree individually, y'all, when she was like, I'm gonna take you somewhere and we're gonna drive somewhere special so we can sit down and chit and chat. Did y'all already know she was gonna take her by the shack that she's trying to build out in Atlanta, in Bumblehell, Atlanta, that she ain't finished yet? I saw that house and I was like, first of all, it's humongous. Second of all, the shit ain't finished. Third of all, the shit never been finished. It's not ever gonna be finished. That shit's been sitting like that supposedly for months, according to the blogs and the gossip sites and stuff. It ain't moved not a lick. Not one person's been out there. The only person who's been out there is Miss Deneva, who's always on top of his game, okay? So he was out there, but I guess he had a restraining order put against him, so he can't go there no more. Anyway, what's up, boo? Anyway, so I knew they were gonna go there. So they sat down, and the first thing, of course, Ayanna's talking about is, what is this house about, okay? Sheree's gonna talk about something. This is for my kids. It's about the children. Bitch, you know damn well that big ass house that you trying to floss in, okay, and build to floss in, ain't about no damn children. That shit is so that you can prove to everybody you got some kind of paper and you can do that shit on your own. It's to try to get back at Bob or whatever and show him I could do better all by my damn and F the world because I got loot and she by Sheree is doing well. You already know what that's about. It ain't got shit to do with the children. Them children did not come to you and say, hey mommy, can you build a mansion, okay, in Atlanta because that's where we need to live. Ayanna was like, look bitch, we know damn well it ain't about the damn kids. You need to come to terms with the fact that there's more to it than that. Now, the thing that I really wanted her to go into that I was really upset that she didn't, and it might have been something that, Sheree made an agreement about before she came on the show, was to not discuss the fact that the actual house itself ain't fucking finished. But she didn't go into that. And I was like, damn, I wish she would gone into it. Because that is a huge part of this whole scenario, to be completely real. Let's be real. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. That house, okay, and the fact that she tried to build that damn thing. No, it doesn't necessarily have to do specifically with Bob per se, but there's some other things in relation to Bob and other things in relation to that house that I think that Ayanna should have addressed. So I don't know if maybe Sheree agreed to not really go into too much about that, or maybe she said that was a stipulation, like if she came on the show, you couldn't go into too much with regard to the finances. So let's fast forward to when she sits down with her again, and Ayanna's like, did you do your homework? And of course, Sheree's gonna sit there and be like, here's the deal. Actually, I don't even think they were supposed to meet at that point. I think Sheree was like, I want to bring some things to your attention. So Sheree and Ayanna met, and that's when Sheree was like, look,
I was really hurt. I felt like I was attacked.
Now, we all know from watching Real Housewives of Atlanta that Sheree's always feeling like her ass is freaking attacked. She sat there and said, I didn't expect for you to talk about that house and to talk about my financial situation. And I sat there, the minute she said that, I was like, see, you already on the defense about the whole situation with the house, because Ayanna didn't bring that shit up. Okay, now maybe she did, and we didn't see that part, because, I'm sure they taped a lot more of the show than what we actually saw. But the reality is, from what I saw on the show, she didn't ask you shit about your finances. She was asking you what the significance of having built that big ass house was and why you felt the need to have to go through doing all of that. you already know when they sat the two of them down together, that shit was gonna be a damn storm, okay? You could tell old dude when he sat down, Bob was already sweating. He was sitting there fanning himself, looking like Kenya Moore. I think Ayanna knew at that point too, to be completely real, that it was totally not gonna work. That none of anything she could have ever said to them was ever going to fix, or at least mend that relationship, or get them to a point where they could even speak respectively to each other. You know what I'm saying? I knew when I started watching the show, no way in hell that one episode was gonna get those two in unison. I liked watching it because I got the backstory of what kind of happened between the two of them, because on Real Housewives of Atlanta, you never got the background story. You kind of just got some of the shit that happened after the fact, after they got divorced, when she was trying to get, you know, money, you know what I'm saying, when she was trying to get, you know, child support and that kind of thing. But, you know, we got the story before they got married, when he, you know, got her pregnant, and then she got pregnant again, and then they got married, and he really wasn't into her, and he admitted that pretty much that he wasn't really that into her when they got married. I ain't gonna lie to you, I get that he's like, well, bitch don't need no damn money, but if the court tells you you need to pay your child support, I just feel like as a father, mofo, pay your damn child support. That ain't got shit to do with Sheree. I get it. You're angry, you're bitter, you're like, oh, the bitch made money from the show, she made me look bad on TV, but it makes you look worse when your ass ain't paying your child support for your two children. Those are your kids. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you can pay your child support and maybe monitor how it is, possibly that it's spent. Make sure that it's being spent on the kids, and then take her ass to court and say, okay, well, what's my money being spent for? If you're questioning what the money is being spent for, but to make the kids suffer through that, that is some bitch ass shit. I just couldn't even stomach him, because at the end of the day, you have problems with Sheree. I get that. You have bitterness and resentment against Sheree. I get that. You don't like the way Sheree portrayed you on TV. I get that. But the kids should never freaking suffer like that. That's so unfortunate, and it's not all him. I'm not sitting here trying to bash, not by any stretch, because Sheree has just as much to do with the whole situation as Bob does. There's no damn way Ayanna could have fixed that shit in one episode. That shit's gonna take a whole lot of damn therapy, and it's gonna have to take the both of them to overcome and get past the resentment that they have, you know, to each other. They have so much resentment and anger against each other. Until you get past that shit, you're not gonna be able to break down those barriers. I mean, I sound like a damn therapist. You know what, Ayanna? You need to bring me on the show. I could be your sidekick, because I'll give it to him. But you know what I'm saying? I just knew from the jump there was no damn way it was gonna work out. And it's unfortunate, because they both, I really believe they both love their kids. I believe that there's just so much already broken in that relationship that I just don't know how that would ever come back together. But it's unfortunate, because there's two very, very grown kids that have had to watch this throughout the years and be affected by that. That's unfortunate. If anything, you should try to put aside as much of that resentment and anger and hostility as possible for your children. And I just don't think Sheree's there, and I certainly don't think Bob's there either. Towards the end, they were still spewing out all kinds of hot fire against each other, and I was like, damn, okay, Ayanna, give up. And she even said so. She's like, in the history of my show, I cannot ever have been able to say that I have said I couldn't do it, and I did, and I'm out. Let me go home. I mean, and that's exactly how I would have been. I mean, that was frustrating for me to just watch, because it was just like, she couldn't even get them to stop talking. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Let me know what your first impressions were of it. Did you guys think Ayanna was going to be able to fix their life in that one episode? Do you guys think there's going to be a part 2? Do I think there should be a part 2? I think it'd be kind of interesting to see. But here's the deal. I don't think there's a possibility for a part 2, because neither one of them want to make this work. They're not there emotionally yet to do that. So it's almost irrelevant. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Of course, hit me up on my Facebook fan page or my Pinterest page. Those links are down below. And of course, hit up my blog, TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com, and on Instagram at SocialiteSandy. And that's it, y'all. You already know. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. What's up, y'all? Your girl Sande, and it's Fashion Forward Friday. Yeah, that's my motherfucking